Today's news is huge. We are talking about the Champions League finally returning to the Spotify Camp Nou after 1140 days, the uncertain future of Robert Lewandowski, a serious legal investigation involving Joan Laporta, and to top it all off, Barcelona's lineup for the match against Athletic is complete chaos and almost impossible to predict. Hit a like button and let's get it started. Stay with me until the end. This episode is gonna be wild. Coolest, let's start with the international break. Yesterday, several of our Barca players took the pitch for their national teams. So let's break down who played, how long, and how they performed. Spain versus Turkey, 2-2. Intense, back-and-forth match with plenty of action and a whole Barcelona delegation on the field. Pau Cubarsí played all 90 minutes, a solid performance and a well-deserved 7.0 rating. Dani Olmo played 73 minutes and scored a goal, 7.9, easily one of the standouts. Ferran Torres came on at halftime in the 46th minute. Some good runs, but lacking the final touch, 6.9. Fermin Lopez entered the match in the 73rd minute, added some energy and chaos. Classic Fermin, but without major impact, 6.4. Scotland versus Denmark, 4-2. A high-scoring match with one of our own heavily involved. Andreas Christensen played the full 90 minutes for Denmark and even delivered an assist. Another steady, intelligent performance from our defensive professor, 7.2. Sweden and Slovenia drew 1-1. Rooney Bargi played 66 minutes and got a 6.5 rating. USA versus Uruguay, 5-1. It was a friendly match. A tough night for Uruguay. The team collapsed, but one of ours fought to the end. Ronald Araujo played the entire match. On a difficult evening, he was one of the few who kept battling until the final whistle. His rating is 6.7. Barcelona versus Eintracht at the Spotify Camp Nou. Coolest, it is happening. The Champions League is finally coming home. After 1140 days, UEFA has officially approved Barca's return to the Spotify Camp Nou for the match against Eintracht Frankfurt on December 9th. The Montjuic exile over completely. UEFA normally forbids changing stadiums mid-league phase, but Barca convinced them this wasn't about gaining an advantage, just about returning to our real home after the reconstruction. The good relationship between Laporta and Chiferin, plus this week's first occupation license sealed the decision. UEFA only required a working TV stand with fans and a 5% away section. Barca delivered all the documents, and Neon said yes. Inspectors will visit on the 29th during Barca versus Alaves to verify everything live. Coolest, European nights at Camp Nou are back. Marc Bernal's return. A quick update on Marc Bernal. Catalonia beat Palestine 2-1 and Marc Bernal played the first half and looked very assured. Calm on the ball, clean passing, smart switches, interceptions, winning duels. He even had a chance to score from a corner. The opponent wasn't the strongest, but Catalonia also played with a non-optimal, barely connected squad. Lots of mistakes, little chemistry. The key point, Hansi Flick was watching from the stands. That's a clear sign Bernal is in the coach's plans and could get more minutes soon. After a year out, injured, and only a few 10-minute cameos, these 45 minutes were a big step forward. He looked like someone ready to fight for real minutes at Barca. And here is Marc's words after the match. These minutes were very important for my recovery after the injury. Honestly, I felt very comfortable. And that's absolutely great news for us. Is Milan going to be Lewandowski's next club? Coolest, AC Milan are genuinely pushing for Robert Lewandowski, and this is no longer just a rumor. The Italians see him as a central piece of their new project and are ready to offer him a 2-year contract if Barca don't extend his deal. Their plan is simple. In January, they'll bring in a temporary striker on loan, likely Fulkrug, and then in June they will go all in for Lewandowski. Talks with his agent Pini Zahavi have already started, and Milan will intensify their push once the winter window opens. Sporting director Igli Tare, who has an excellent relationship with Zahavi, wants to offer Robert a strong contract and a meaningful final chapter in European football. Lewandowski, despite early season injuries, is having a good campaign when he plays. He scores, and he still looks like a top-level number 9. His goal is to stay for a 4th season at Barca, and both sides will wait until the end of the season before making a final decision. Inside the club, though, the debate has begun. Trust Lewandowski for another year or start preparing for a new number 9? This story is far from over, coolest. It's only heating up. Joan Laporta has been taken to court. Barça fans, we've got a scandal. The Barcelona Court of Appeal has ordered an investigation into Joan Laporta, along with Rafa Yuste, Xavier Sala, and Joan Oliver, over an alleged 100,000 euros fraud case. A female investor claims she put money into 2 companies linked to them, expecting a 6% return, but received neither profit nor her capital back. The investments date back to 2014, connected to the CF Royce project and a planned La Masia-style academy in China. The case was initially rejected, but the Court of Appeal brought it back, stating there are signs of a possible criminal offense. 2 companies are in the center: Core Store, tied to CF Royce, CSSB Limited, to Hong Kong vehicle for the China Academy project. According to the complaint, transparency was non-existent. Only vague answers and no reports. El Periódico notes this isn't the first controversy around CSSB Limited, which has appeared in other cases, including one worth 4.7 million euros. The court highlights serious concerns: unclear destination of funds, financially troubled companies, money raised through social prestige, unreliable promises, and almost no capital returned. And the key point: this may not be a civil dispute, but a potential criminal scheme. All of this breaks out right before the club elections, and the year ahead looks messy. Barcelona's lineup for the match against Athletic. This is gonna be a mess. Coolest? Our lineup for Athletic is gonna be pure chaos. You can't predict it. Barça are taking things slowly with their recoveries. And yes, some players are back, but not really back. And with Chelsea on the horizon, Flick won't risk anyone. The first match after the break is on Saturday afternoon, which means the internationals only return today. Real training sessions only on Thursday and Friday. Zero time to build rhythm. And now the fun begins. Pedri hasn't trained with the group yesterday. He's recovered, but caught gastroenteritis. However, the plan is still to include him in the squad for the Athletic match. But starting him from minute 1 is far from guaranteed. Lamine Yamal is still in the gym, and for today, there was no reason to force him. Rafinha is finally back. He completed part of the session with the group, and you should have seen how happy Hansi Flick looked, and how happy Rafinha was himself. Pure positive energy. Marcus might not recover in time to start. Ronald Araujo returns way too late from Uruguay. Long trip, night match. Starting him is almost impossible. Joan Garcia is 100% ready. Everyone else? We're still waiting for the main Spanish group to come back, so preparations can't even begin. Defense is a total jigsaw puzzle. At the moment, Barça have one center-back available at training, Eric Garcia. The others? Pau Cubarsí played both Spain matches from the start, Andres Christensen same, full 2 games. Ronald Araujo, we already told you about his situation. Pau and Andres might train on Thursday, Araujo likely on Friday. Preparing all 3 for Saturday 16:15 kickoff? Hard. Preparing them well with the rest? Basically impossible. And here's the big twist. Even with 3 center-backs, one may need to start as a defensive midfielder because De Jong is suspended, Pedri might not start, Casado may not make it. So yes, the lineup will be chaos. Get ready, this match will be messy, unpredictable, and a real fight. Coolest, what a day. And if all of these already feels like a news explosion, trust me, it's only the tip of the iceberg. Right now, Barcelona is one of those wild periods where something big drops literally every day. And if you do want to stay on top of everything, not just matches, not just transfers, but the inside stories, the scandals, the quick updates, the analysis, the drama, then you absolutely need to download the Barcelona Live app. It's our main Barca news hub, the place where you'll find even more details, more stories, more content that doesn't make it into the videos. The link is in the pinned comment. Coolest? Thank you for watching. Hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed. And I'll see you very soon with even more crazy updates about our beloved club. Visca el Barça and Visca Catalonia. Bye bye.